who decided to join us.
Oh my God.
We just need to take a moment to process everything that's happened.
If I go...
You go alone. I feel like I should be prepared for anything. I want my doctor.
I just don't know what's next.
Calm before it's too long.
Why her? Out of all people!
You don't get through it like you get through everything else. This is how it's supposed to end.
Tyler Perry's Sistas. New season, July 16th at 9.
Well, folks, what a day. I am still behind on a lot of content, but I will get it out there as soon as I can. The Straw review, the trailer breakdown for Medea Destination Wedding, and here I was about to go to sleep, but then my inbox blew up. Ironically enough, I posted a short. Let me tell you, this is probably the video that aged badly the fastest. Hey, will a season 9 trailer drop during the 2025 BET Awards? Not 20 seconds after I posted it, that's when my inbox started blowing up. They aired a trailer during the red carpet event. Oh, crap. So, you just saw the 30-second trailer for season 9. Will we get an extended trailer? I'm going to be completely honest here. I don't think we need one. This trailer, I feel, showed us everything we need to see. And folks, I think that if you have even an IQ of 4, this trailer pretty much confirms Karen loses Zach's baby. I think we can all put that together based on several moments. So with that being said, first of all, show me that you appreciate the fact that Jeremy is neglecting sleep to get this trailer out immediately by hitting the thumbs up button. And if you are a new visitor here, or if you are a frequent visitor and you haven't committed, hit subscribe. Seriously, we're getting so close to 300,000 subscribers. My birthday is August 29th. Show me you care by helping me get to that number before I turn 34. Also, follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. And hit that bell icon and select all. That way you're up to date whenever I post content on the channel. Keep in mind, I'm not watching Divorced Sisters until it drops on BET Plus tomorrow. So if you want to get my season or series premiere review, make sure you subscribe. Also, Straw, that review's coming out in a day or so. You're going to get that, the Medea trailer breakdown. That's coming. And on my other channel, My Kind of Entertainment, my Beyond the Gates review for today, Monday, I'll do that tomorrow. Look, I got a lot of stuff going on, so bear with me. But I knew I had to get this trailer breakdown out early, and I will say this much. You all know how I felt in regards to how season 8 ended. I am not truly looking forward to the opener for season 9 because I feel like we're just gonna, from the jump, just get confirmation that Jasmine is dead. I understand some people are like, Jeremy, look, people have survived. No. Way too many people in Tyler Perry movies and shows have survived way worse than getting shot in the chest. You're right. But I think it is safe to assume the unceremonious way in which she went out was confirmation she died. And some people even went so far as to say, well, maybe they're rubber bullets like when Gary switched them out when he got shot. Jasmine literally confirmed that there are real bullets in this MFer. So no, she is dead. But the beginning of the trailer starts off with kind of a brief recap to like the last 15 seconds of the season 8 finale, where Zach rushes into Gary's office. Hudson points the gun at him, and then it's a 3-way struggle for the gun between him, Hudson, and Gary. And just so you know, Zach is not harmed whatsoever. This trailer did a smart thing by not showing Hudson or Gary outside of what we saw in the finale. So there's no telling what their fates are. So this trailer covers a lot. I feel like this, and of course, whenever they do a trailer like this, it's only going to consist of scenes during the first half of the season. I don't think everything is going to be crammed into that one episode, the opener. I could be wrong though, but I mean, just think about it this way. We have a scene where Andy and Zach wearing the same attire they wore in the finale, showing that the struggle over the gun or whatever it happened, and I'm guessing the cops or whoever show up, because it just doesn't make sense for me that a woman is in the corner shot dead, Jasmine. Then you have Gary and Hudson and Zach fighting over the gun, and we hear some shots get fired off. I can't imagine if, let's say, and I'm just throwing it out here, say that Gary and Hudson both get shot. Zach and Andy just up and leave. That makes zero sense to me. And keep in mind, all these rolling blackouts, we really don't know how that's impacting, all the other events going on in Atlanta right now. But what I will say is that the scene between Andy and Zach, Andy's telling Zach, let me see here. I feel like I should be prepared for anything. Now, I mean, after what she just endured, I guess she's probably talking about the fact that she just watched somebody die in front of her. Wait, this is like well, we don't know if Hudson gets killed, but we know Jasmine got killed. And then that one partner that died right in front of her at the law firm. Yeah, so she's dealt with that before. Oh, man, based off what's going to happen with Karen's baby, yikes, that's a weird statement to make. So, yeah, I'm guessing this is after the fallout in Gary's office. Maybe the cops, ambulance, or whatever show up. Because, I mean, even if Gary comes out of this okay, I think it would be pretty weird if he's like, okay, Zach, Andy, get on out of here. I'll take care of this. Yeah, I don't think this is episode 1. But from there, we switch over to... I don't even want to talk about this. Okay. I did not care. Well, I don't think there's one fan. If you are that fan, let me know in the comments. But I don't think there was any fan at all that was happy about the scene that took place at Rich's juice shop between him and Penelope, because that was the most uncalled for, unnecessary sex scene that one of the most unnecessary that we've seen in this series. And then Sabrina waltzes in with Rich's things, drops him on the floor, leaves, and then Rich strangely just rushes to get dressed and goes out after her, which I feel like is weird continuity, because we saw him like rushing to like get his clothes back on. I could be wrong about that. I do know he rushed out the door. I can't remember. Wait, I don't think he put a shirt on. I think he zipped up or whatever, because we're back in the juice shop and Sabrina's like, why her of all people? And he doesn't have a shirt on, so I don't think he had time. I'm not going to hold you. I am too lazy to go back to the finale and look. So we know that Rich chases her down and they go back to the juice shop. My 2 questions. Number 1, who cares? Number 2, Rich, Sabrina dumped you. I think we should see other people. And she literally dumped your crap on the floor when she saw you and Penelope getting it on. I do not care how she feels about this. You dumped him. So what if he's banging his best friend's sister? Oh well. You're free to do whatever you want with whoever you want. So I don't care. Automatically from the jump, I'm like, yep, I feel like I'm going to fast forward through. Okay, I never fast forward through scenes because I got to take notes. But no, why are we doing this? I do not care. Now, we go over to Danny's apartment and we get a brief scene with her and Tony. Tony's like, if I go, Danny's like, you go alone in regards to Alaska. Which, again, I honestly thought Tony, after the whole lawsuit thing, that would have been the end of their relationship. But apparently they got together off screen in between episodes 21 and 22 of season 8. And now with the whole being reassigned to Alaska, we know that if he does leave, then Danny isn't going with him. Okay, which this is why I'm scratching my head about the events of season 8's finale. To me, season 8 had a finale written in such a way where Jordan, Penelope, Rich, and Tony, it's a changing of the guard. That I thought that was their farewell, episode. So season 9 would be a fresh start. But no, I mean, you could debatably say that, well, maybe Tony will go to Alaska and everything going on in this scene with Danny is their final scene together. I don't know. I just feel like it's unnecessary fluff. But hey, we'll find out when the episode airs. After that, let's see here. Yeah, everything else is in relation to the hospital. So, Fatima is rushing Karen to the hospital in her car. We can tell because Karen's doing the deep breaths as Fatima's driving. So this is a clear indication that due to the rolling blackouts, Fatima wasn't able to get through to 911. So she has to, rush Karen there. Now they're in the hospital waiting room. For the life of me, I could not make out what Karen was saying. Keep in mind, I'm watching the trailer that somebody recorded from their TV and posted online, so I don't have subtitles. I want to say she said something to the extent of "call on my doctor." Let me know in the comments what she said. I couldn't make it out. So that's pretty much all we see of Karen. We know that she's in the hospital. Now, this is when things get kind of grim. So we get a scene where Aaron and Zach are in the hallway and they're in their, the blue hospital gown attire or scrubs because they're in there, for the pregnancy and whatnot. But, or the birth of the kids. Zach has his hands out and we got Aaron about to hold his hands and his head is bowed. So, they about to pray. Given the fact that Zach's hands are out first, that could indicate that he maybe asked the preacher man to pray. I could be wrong, but either way, the fact that they're praying is something big. Perhaps, hey, Aaron's baby came out okay. Then the second baby came out, Zach's baby, but there are complications. And now, it's like, okay, we got to pray, that, my little girl's sister is okay. And then it turns out that's not the case because Zach gets so upset, he ends up kicking one of the carts in the hospital. And when Zach knocks some shit over, holy crap. Now, this leads to Fatima, and she's talking to Zach, and Zach's like, I don't know what's next. So from there, we have Andy, I believe, arriving to the hospital because I'm guessing that when Zach is at the penthouse with Andy, he eventually gets a phone call from Fatima. Because remember, aside from the rolling blackouts, think of all the crazy crap Zach has been up to since he left Fatima and Karen at the house in the finale. He was following up on the tracker on Andy's phone, found the phone in the middle of the parking garage, figured, oh snap, something's gone wrong, but I don't want to get Fatima and the baby hurt, so I'll handle it myself. Goes over to Gary's office, gets into a brawl over a gun, and seemingly one or more people are killed. Then he makes sure Andy gets home okay. So, that's a lot. And then on top of that, he finally gets the call, or Fatima finally gets through to him, and then he rushes to the hospital. Because remember, Karen's like, call Zach, call Zach, call Zach. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Obviously, he's not going to pay attention to his phone right now. So he rushes over to the hospital first. Makes sense. And then Andy probably gets the phone call later, as well as the rest of the girls. But here we know Fatima probably, meets up with Andy before she goes to see Karen or anything. And Fatima says this: we just need to take a moment to process something that has happened. And with that being said, my first instinct was, wait, are we talking about the abduction and whatnot? No. I think that by the time Andy gets to the hospital, Zach and Karen's baby is gone. So, yeah. Then that leads to, I believe, a scene where Andy is talking to Sabrina in the hospital. And based on the attire, I could be wrong here, but it looks like she's wearing the same outfit. Andy's talking to Sabrina saying, we are going to get through this like we get through everything else. And, we see Sabrina and Danny, just leaning on each other for comfort. Then we cut away to another scene where Danny's like the calm before the storm. And that leads to a scene where Zach is at home and he's crying. So yeah, Zach and Karen's baby seemingly passed away. And it seems like that's going to be the main focal point of the first chunk of the season. Now, rumors have been circulating about things like Fatima moving out because things, Zach shows his ass at the hospital and whatnot. And I don't know. So this is a big deal. But with that being said, pretty solid trailer. Pretty solid trailer, even though it has some bits I could not give a flying F about. But with that being said, if you enjoyed the breakdown, as I requested earlier, like and subscribe. And please be patient with me. A lot of stuff going on. Nothing bad. I'm just, a lot of stuff like yard work and finishing up some gardening stuff. We got a bunch of flowers need to put in the ground and eBay stuff. And yeah, hey, it's like I always say, I'm busy, but I'm blessed. And also, keep your eye on the channel. I cannot wait to get that Divorce Sisters episode breakdown out sometime tomorrow. And as always, thanks for the support. And I hope everybody has a great week.